So video telehealth consultations. These are something that we're now offering our patients. And you might ask, what is a telehealth consultation and what is it and how is it going to help me? Obviously, it would be always going to be better for us to see patients in the clinic. However, there's a lot that we can still help you with because certainly myself, I work a lot with exercise these days with my patients. I think it's much better to get patients managing themselves and doing a lot of self-management and self-help and exercise, given that they come to see me for 30 minutes once a week, and the whole of the rest of the time they're not with me, and therefore I think we can use, or I always think, even when I do have them in clinic, that we can utilise that time to our advantage and get them to do the right exercises and movements and other self-management things in order that they can help themselves. So I think that there is a lot we can do. What I would say with a telehealth consultation, the first thing we're going to be able to do is we're going to listen to you and your problem and what you're going through and what troubles you're having, and that's really important because and we understand. It's something we deal with day after day, day in, day out, and therefore we know what pain is, we know how to deal with pain and how to cope with pain and how to manage pain. So we're there to listen, and that's the first and foremost. We're obviously going to ask you relevant questions about your pain, how it's been building up, what it hurts to do, when you get it, how long you get it for, etc., etc. So we're going to ask lots of relevant questions about that. We are going to a large degree, although there is always a caveat with a video consultation, but to a large degree we're going to be able to hopefully rule out anything that isn't what we call musculoskeletal in cause, which is a technical term, but that means something physical that we can generally deal with. If it's something if it's something we don't think we can deal with and it's coming from somewhere else and the pain is being caused by something that we are not there to treat, then we will advise that you go and get it checked out somewhere else. But generally, and on a large proportion and the majority of cases, that's not going to be the case, and it's something that we generally can deal with. Also then, what we can do is we can give you an explanation as to what we think is going on with you, and a diagnosis, and they're really important. Yeah? If you're sitting worrying and you're in discomfort and pain and stiffness, if someone can come up with a reason for the pain, they come up with the diagnosis and an explanation as to what's going on, I think it really helps. And then what we can do is we can discuss what we think we can do to help you to alleviate that in terms of movement, self-management sorts of things, icing, heat, various positions to adopt or not adopt, and what to do, what not to do. All of these things are part of a diagnosis and a management and treatment plan for our patients. So that's something that we can definitely do. And then what we do is we will agree a follow-up schedule with you to see how you're going, how everything's progressing. Now, that's a really important word, progression. So what we try to do with our patients is we set a progression plan. So not just giving the same things week after week after week, saying, go away, do those, and in 3 months you'll be absolutely perfect. Really what we want to do in terms of rehabilitation of anything, of any sorts of pain, is we push to the boundaries, but not into pain. And we basically get a progression. So we need to get better and better and better. And it's that progression that we monitor with you. And therefore, every week, 2 weeks, whatever we set as a progression follow-up schedule. It's there to monitor how you're getting on and how you're improving. So that's basically what we do with telehealth consultations. I said patients are finding them very valuable, and those that have engaged with us have been thinking they're great. It's obviously not quite what we could do in clinic, but there's a lot more to what we can do than people think. And also, I'd like to just add at the end, these are currently, we're not charging for these consultations currently. So please do get in touch with us. We might have to charge in the future, depending how long this whole lockdown situation goes. We obviously have costs of the clinic to cover, but currently, what we're just basically making sure that we're there for our patients, whether they be patients that already exist in the clinic or patients who have never been to see us before but are in pain and have nowhere to turn, because we appreciate the NHS is extremely burdened at the moment. So this is something we can do to help. we're there to listen and see if there's anything we can do to advise you on your pain. So please get in touch. Like I said, at the moment we're not charging, and we hope to continue this for as long as is possible. We might put a voluntary charge in at some point, but at the moment we're not charging for these appointments. So if you or you know anyone else who's suffering with pain, don't suffer any longer, please give us a call, or alternatively you are able to book in online by going to our website. And hopefully we'll see you soon and we'll help you get better.